Boom. Boom. Ayo. Have fun. Let me drive. I'm just kidding. I probably will crash it. Like, no.
Y'all know how many people be offering me to team up? Oh, women shouldn't be out here all alone, blah, blah, blah. I mean, some women probably shouldn't be. Some women should probably be teaming up with their husbands, with their mans, whatever. Their best friends. But me, I like my solidarity, man. Shit. Hello to all my beautiful women and all my amazing men out there in the world. I hope y'all are looking good, doing good, and feeling fantastic, okay? The positive message of this video is if you change your mind, your circumstances will change. Seriously. If you try your best to think positively about different situations, people, whatever you have going on, I'm telling you, your circumstances will change. It is. A lot of people find it a lot easier to think negative than think positive consistently. But nah, man, that's not the way. For it's not. I'm so serious. If you allow yourself to get in this dark hole and stay in that dark hole, like, things just won't work out for you the way they should be. So out in Ohio, for my night riders who truly understand, honestly, when driving throughout the night or preparing yourself to start your shift, I really just recommend an adequate amount of rest if possible. I do not advise energy drinks regularly, any type of drugs. Put that aside. Try your best to find natural remedies to assist you throughout your drive shifts, honestly. On this night, I think I started around 10 p.m. or so, I think. And also gum helps. Or gum helps keep you up if need be. But when it comes to training's going to be the first thing that I really discuss. And then I'm going to why I never lease. And then I'll touch base on why I never became a team runner. You know yourself well enough, better than anybody else in the world, as you should know yourself. You'll be able to be honest with yourself. That way, that honesty will emanate beauty. I don't, like, for real. Like, it comes to a point to where if you don't think high of yourself, if you don't love yourself enough, and if you're not honest with yourself, how can you honestly train someone effectively? How can you honestly be someone else's teammate if you don't really know or understand you as an individual? That's where it ties in. So in this case, I was managed to use both bars. The strap at first, the guy strapped it up for me, but I just put both bars on it in case. And these right here are metal and sharp. Like, you need a whole bolt cutter to cut these, so they're in place. If I wanted to, I could have took this strap right and placed them around all four barrels going all the way back. Like on some real stuff, for real. Sometimes I could be aloof. I could be anti-social, you know, more so on the withdrawn side. I can. But when it comes to what you see, what you get, the bubbliness, the enthusiasm, I could be like that too. It just depends on the day, the state of mind, if I've ate, if I've had enough sleep. It depends on many factors. But my personality is not for everybody. I'm going to be straight up when I say that. So when it comes to teaming, when it comes to training, I personally feel in this confined area of this truck that a trainer and a trainee as myself, I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. I felt like it would be too much to handle in terms of you never know what's really going through that person's mind, that trainee's minds, what type of thoughts that they're thinking, and I couldn't do it. I'll be a great facilitator, teach the proper fundamentals of what the trainee needs to learn to get them through like a rewarding trucking experience, or a successful trucking experience. But in terms of that, there's so much that goes on the road that I don't think I'd had the stomach to really put up with having a trainee in this seat while I couldn't. It wasn't for me. I'd even thought about like teaching things digitally to where, of course, they're not going to get all the driving hands on, but certain things and courses that I would be able to love to look into while teaching through like a computer screen, and maybe certain students can grasp it that way. But this, I couldn't. I just couldn't. So much goes on that I just wasn't for me. Okay, so peep this. because this part of the video I want honestly to resonate with some of you all. Driving through different types of weather, during inclement weather, however you want to put it, this is what trainers have to experience. This is what they encounter. Flood type states, cities. This part was out in Houston, Texas this day. I can't stand driving in the rain, but for some reason in a truck, because of visibility, it's a little bit more settling. It is, versus being in a car driving in the rain. And me personally, I really wouldn't want to put my training through this, but these are the things that people have to be prepared for when driving a semi through unforeseen situations. And hopefully you are checking upon the weather, because you just don't know what to expect at any given moment. As far as leasing goes, some of y'all gonna hate me. I personally don't care, but because this is true. Why do I feel like I need to go take out a lease option? If I could go sit there and find a company that's willing to pay me 85 cents, 90 cents, $1 per mile. Listen, just because you may not be able to see it for yourself does not mean I can't see it for myself. Because at the end of the day, I personally believe in my soul and heart that if I can eat damn good as a company driver and you eat great as an owner operator, you shouldn't really like shit on what I got going on. You know what I mean? So everyone is different. And when it comes to leasing, I always felt like there was hidden underlying factors, different type of features that were never brought up to light. You know, so I honestly feel like if I can make what owner ops make, what lease drivers make as a company driver, I will be fine over here. Honestly, when you're backing up, why the hell is the trailer like right there, right in front of the dock that you're supposed to back up into? Why? As far as teaming goes, teaming coincides with training. I personally feel like, for one, I'm misunderstood. My personality is misunderstood. I am a very understanding individual. I am. So when it comes to teaming with someone to where everything will be effective, that person has to be able to understand me at best. At least enough to where we can be professional about what we got going on. For real. If I'm listening to music, you listen to music, cool. If I'm eating, you eating, cool. If you're driving and I'm back there, we just have a clear, well-balanced, well-established foundation, and everything is straight to where we just get along. Seriously, teaming is, I feel like, honestly, it goes inside, it coincides with training. It's not for everybody. It's not. It's really not. This truck is too small. My solidarity is too important. My peace of mind is too important. And nah, man, for real, this wasn't it for me. I knew what I wanted out of this. Okay, so that's the main imperative thing that you have to look into. What do you want out of this trucking industry? What do you want this profession to really bring to you? Do you want financial stability? Do you want to reach other goals in life to where it may leave you or lead you into something better in your life? Like, what do you want? Nobody can answer that for you but yourself. So once you figure that out, stick with it. Be consistent with it. People, I'm telling you, will try to discourage you along the way. Don't allow them to get to you because they can't see certain things for themselves. First time laid over in Houston, and I have two options: Red Lobster and Chick-fil-A around the corner. Yep, if you guessed it right, both of them. I am not that big in person, but I will eat. I really will. But first, there is a beauty supply store over here, and you know, some women will understand, some men do not understand at all. When we get our hair done, sometimes we feel a little bit more complete. I can't speak for no one but myself, okay? Even if like some women are in like a bad mood, they'll sit there and go get done up, hair, nails, new shoes, outfit, whatever. But I don't know. Depends on the person, I guess. But yeah, they have a lot of variety over here. Between Chinese food, different seafood spots. Good. We got Panda Express across the street. This buffet, Asian buffet spot right there. Sheesh. Let's see what hair we can find today. Hey, this place is pretty big. It is. It is. This is pretty. but I don't need it. That's the problem. You go into certain stores, certain places, you end up getting stuff you don't need. Like, for real. You gotta be financially savvy if you're an OTR driver and a local driver. So this is the hair I end up getting, and I know out in Houston I would not be coming back to this beauty supply store because they low prices a little too much. A little too much. And all jokes aside, I hope 3 is enough, because I only got 3. But no, this, in where I normally would go, this should be like, honestly, maybe like $7.99.